Okay, in this little video, I want to address the question that we get on a regular basis, which is, I have zero probability of success in my plan when I go to the investment or retirement analysis. So let's jump right in. This student has zero probability of success, so I've created a plan to show why that is. So if we go to retirement analysis, we'll see here that there's zero probability of success. It might be helpful to back up a step and just take a look at a very nice net worth. So it looks like this student has built a plan that may be helpful. So let's take a look. Zero probability of success. What would you do if you had zero probability of success? First thing I would do is jump into cash flow. We talked about this before, but when you look at cash flow, if you just think about your financial plan as a very super cool, easy to use, very elaborate spreadsheet. That's really what this financial planning tool is. It's a super easy to use, very sophisticated spreadsheet that gives you a representation of all of the pieces of your financial plan so that you can see them in one place. So again, we're in the retirement analysis, and you can see there are several tabs under retirement analysis, and really the only two that you should be focused on at this point is the analysis itself, which gives you the probability of success. And since it's zero, we want to do a little deep dive to figure out why it's zero. So we jump into cash flows, and this just tells you what's built into your plan. So if you look at expenses and inflows, what do you see? What do you see in terms of expenses and inflows? Because remember, for your plan to work, it's just like any budget. You have to have income and expenses, and income and expenses. If you have no income and only expenses, as we see in this plan, then naturally it's going to have zero probability of success. So what do we see here? We see that the student is 21 years old and their plan is based on a lot of expenses in the first years, and so we get all the way into like 8-9 years into the plan, and then we have a nice income. So it looks like this may be a student who's very serious about education, investing a lot of money in education. Perhaps maybe those are the expenses. Let's see, living expenses, debt, so lots of debt. So you saw what I did there. I just clicked into the expenses to do a little deeper dive into the expenses, and I can see that the expenses are pre-retirement expenses are pretty high. So this student appears to be spending a lot of money on expenses with no income. So how do you fix that? That's really easy. Jump over here to income, and when you get to the income data card, you'll notice that the student is starting their income at this age. So if we change that to already started, let's see what happens. So now let's go see retirement. I just changed the income, and now all of a sudden everything is 100%. It's that easy to fudge the numbers. So again, if we went into cash flow, we would see that this student has now got income coming in and expenses going out, and the income exceeds the expenses. So that's always the key. When your inflows exceed your outflows, then your upkeep becomes your downfall. So pay attention to the accounting. It's very simple once you understand what makes your plan work. If you want to change the probability of success, you have to look at your cash flow. So I hope that helps. I'll see you in the next video.